Um, Hello everyone, Andrew here again, and I just wanted to pop on, give my honest reaction to the Garfield movie, starring Chris Pratt and Samuel L. Jackson as giant cats. They're just cats. Back when I was a wee lad, I don't know if I'd want to watch them now, but I used to watch the 2000s Garfield movies with Bill Murray as Garfield, the live action ones, at my grandma's house, and they were a blast, you know. I was kind of into Garfield's dry, deadpan humor. I mean, he's a cat. He looks like nothing like a cat. Yeah, he just goes on adventures. And this is sort of like a similar thing. Garfield kind of gets kidnapped with Odie. He somehow meets up with his dad. They've got to get some milk. Vin Rames in this movie basically plays his Mission Impossible counterpart as a cow. He's probably one of my favorite character in the film. He's kind of funny. He's quite he's purple. Probably the best character was the wrinkly dog. That was funny. They did some good things with the wrinkly dog and his folds and his wrinkles. Went to this movie hopefully to sort of like chill out. Yeah, it was pretty much something you could turn your brain off to. You didn't have to think too much about anything. It's like definitely a kid's film. There's some good slapstick humor. We open with this Garfield's on his iPhone because he has an iPhone for some reason, because we've got to renew this series for a modern audience. Everyone has a phone now when they're 5, and yeah, he's like on Uber Eats and stuff. There's a whole like I hate Mondays thing, and yeah, I just need to talk about Chris Pratt. This man needs to stop getting voice acting roles because he's putting a little bit into it, but you're just thinking the whole time, that's Chris Pratt. Samuel L. Jackson did a really good job. Like, even though he's a talking cat, the character was believable. I liked the emotion put into the voice work. There were lines of Garfield's when Chris Pratt, it's like meant to be like the emotional pinnacle of the film, and he's just like monotone. Oh, I never thought about it that way. Like, for real, there's no depth to it at all. Chris Pratt, he's everywhere. He's in Super Mario. Now this. I was having this conversation with someone that he does pretty well voice acting in the Lego movie films. And I would say that it works because his like low energy voice work suits the character of Emmett, because he's just such a normie character. He's just so like vanilla and bland of a character that it works perfectly. What else can I say about this film? Didn't laugh at a lot of jokes. The funniest parts to me were when like Garfield's almost getting hit by a car, multiple cars. That was quite funny to me. Because I was like, oh, I can just imagine the film ending. Near the end, we find out about sort of a truth about Garfield's dad, and it's pretty heartfelt. It sort of circles around a tree with the scratch marks on it. That was pretty good. That was, you know, you could feel that emotion. in there. But yeah, plot pretty basic. There's these two like sort of goon characters. There's still Skinny Dog and the really wrinkly one. They have to. They Garfield and his dad and Odie are put on this mission, and to make sure they don't like abandon the mission, these two characters have to follow them around and make sure they do what they're supposed to. But I was like, in my head, I was like, why aren't these guys just getting the milk themselves? But it turns out there was a whole other, they unveiled like a whole other part of the plan from the villain's point of view, which sort of just like, oh, yeah, I guess that kind of works. There's probably a lot of other ways you could have got that done. But yeah, I'm not watching this anytime soon. Again, yeah, Garfield. He hates Mondays. Moral of the story. Orange cat. Also, for a gentle plug, a good buddy of mine and me, we're going to be starting a new podcast. It's called The Quantum Pickle. Should hopefully be really, really funny. Or not. You're going to want to listen to it either way. Hoping there'll be some good clips coming out, but new episode, well, the first episode, coming your way soon. Should be on most audio platforms, but catch it when you can.